Hello everyone, I'm Kichiko. Welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds. So in the last episode, we came this way, got enough blue gems to buy our first weapon, which is the Danuke Power Shot Bow, which draws pretty slowly, but I guess we just have to get used to it, huh? So now we're doing the river thing. Follow the river upstream. So somewhere over here. Where is it? Or did am I by anything else? There, but I feel like that's where we need to go for the shaman, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. Follow the river upstream. It's a little bit late. So I'm just gonna quit saying like, oh, I'm gonna do this, make a short episode. Just gonna be however long. I do want to cut it shorter than usual, just so I can go back to, write in my essay that's due on Wednesday. It's not a very long one, it's just 500 words. And I'm already halfway there, so... Ah! But I was on to something by the time I was like, oh crap, I need to record before it gets too late.
And one of these.
Well, it just says follow the river. It doesn't say anything about scanning the river.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something yelled at.
What am I hearing? Oh, there must be a squirrel. You look very cold. I really don't think, I really just don't think, like, she's gonna be cold no matter what she wears. I think the cold, resistance to cold is just for when something's attacking her, not when she's walking around knee deep in, snow. Oh, I got it though. Haha, wasn't even looking for it. Depicts a lethal predatory animal, inscribed 2 of 7 in the commemorative set. Looks like a little jaguar, maybe? Mountain lion? Yeah, she's still shivering. So I wonder, does it matter if we bought the Bernook outfits? Like, would that make her shiver less? Or was she still... Or will she still shiver regardless?
Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
I'm gonna quick save. Wait, I think there's something here. Oh yeah, because it has a little box thing. I don't think it shows up on the thing until like you get close to it. Okay, let's see. Emissions joyride. Okay, girl, you are never going to guess what happened on my way home last night. First thing, I heard this sound like a herd of killer bees escaping out of a tin can. Then there was this weird light through the trees. I was totally hoping it was aliens, but nah, it was one of those old blue Spectrum LEDs. Looked super creepy on the snow. As it got closer, I heard some Yahoo letting out this weird guttural man shriek as if he were doing some macho primer scream therapy, you know, with 1000 RPMs between his legs. Said Yahoo was none other than Dodd Blevins, our new director of security, or whatever his $20 title is. He was actually riding an old snowmobile. They're like 1,000 times more polluting than a combustion era car. My expert professional opinion, Blevins is a grade A douche canoe. I decided not to seek the security bot on his flabby rear. After all, he's practically our boss for the next 2 weeks. But Shells, you might want to take a bathroom break now because you're going to lose it when you find out what I did instead. I was standing right near one of the trail signs and could tell Blevins was headed for me, so I reprogrammed the sign to swap directions between Fairy Falls and Purple Mountain. Wicked, right? You never get a snowmobile up there. I hope he bailed out hard and had to walk back to the lodge. Guess I'll be filling my very first incident report right before this whole thing shuts down forever. I could let it slide like usual, but then where's the fun, Trails? Where is the fun? Okay. Alright, thank you. Yeah, that. I didn't quick save yet. Also, for the last few days, well, the last week or so, I've been rewatching Ruby because I never finished it. So I started watching it on Crunchyroll. So I got to like season 4 or 5, and then I put a pause on that this week, Monday, to rewatch Blood Plus because I really like that show from like back in like what, middle school, I think, when Blood Plus came out for me.
Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the dam?
It's a dam, I'm telling you. So now, but yeah, I put a hold on that because it was like, you know I've watched Blood Plus several times, but it just never gets old. I really like Blood Plus. Okay, so someone's going to be in here. So I was like binge watching Blood Plus today. Now I didn't get
Looks like a control center.
through a lot of episodes.
What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Because yeah, I had to put a stop to it because it was like, okay, I have to at least start on my essay.
Someone's been through here. Not that long ago either.
And also record. So it's like, okay, we're gonna come back to this. Technically, I kind of had it playing in the background while I was working on my paper, but whatever. Okay, secret show.
It's okay. Like, how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last Satchel people to ever see this place. Yeah. Yes, you know, so.
That's weird. The audio was really low compared to the other ones in the main game. Alright, so okay, like, how do we want to start this for real thingy? We might be the last actual people to ever see this place. Yeah, hence, you know, the songs. Dear Nobody. As far as I can tell, that's who's going to read this. I'm reading it. Those spooky guys showed up today with that creep Reblins to take measurements of our workstations, and next week they start installing feral servitors to do our jobs. Bye-bye, Shelly. Bye-bye, Laura. See you never. Hope you enjoy basic income. Oh, so this is just not talking about the feral play, but when actual people were being replaced by AI. Okay. God, it's going to be weird to say goodbye to this place. When Quentin and I split, this was all I had. Thank God for a job where I could sit at a panel and press buttons and cry all day. Which I think is why we're doing this. Hiding the tapes of our rehearsals in the dam. These tapes are our memories, our ghosts. Through them, we get to haunt this place, keep it human in some small way. This control room was where I was sitting when Laura came in, dragging an old practice amp and a guitar behind her. Shells, she said. Girl, so I was looking at schematics for this place, and I found the perfect practice space. The acoustics in this place, seriously bonkers. Like, echoing through the entire valley kinds of bonkers. Legit, you're going to soil yourself when you see it. I remember asking, practice space? Peace, Shelley. Okay. Alright. Well,
intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news.
interesting though. Because the lady was saying that it was fine until it started flooding. So I'm wondering. So this dam must have been in good.
Check the area with my focus, maybe.
Must have been good until just recently, maybe. Oh.
And there's our troublemaker. Doesn't seem to be as good at getting out as he is at getting in.
So I wonder, did he, when he caused the explosion, did he mess it up somehow?
The lock positions. Helpful.
Okay.
Looks like most of the facility is underwater.
I really think it's because he exploded. Explosion. Well, that was just recently, though, that he did the explosion. Huh. Well, I already kind of explored the control room. Well, we can't do it anyway.
Another holographic interface. A piece is missing. Not getting anywhere without it.
Yeah, I can't do anything with that. Is this where we came in? Yeah, I think this is where we came in. Ha!
Focus could turn something up.
I already explored everything. Do you want me to do this one?
I should be able to shut this place down from here.
Ah!
I should be able to shut this place down from here. Someone made a mess of this. If I had the right parts, I'll bet I could get it working again.
Okay. Explore the dam. Well, we know we can't get any further, because that door is locked by that stuff, which we need a fuse. So I guess the only way we can go is this way. Whose fault is that?
This is the perfect opportunity to do a good deed and clear your conscience for whatever cruelties you may have committed.
I have committed no cruelties.
Unless
All of the people deserved it. Except Neil. He didn't deserve it. He just asked for it.
you're a snap mine, I suppose you tell me. Would ya?
Do you have a fuse in there?
Snap.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Hi?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. The forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
Okay.
You're welcome.
That outfit is so cool. I need to wear my outfits more.
Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire.
Fuse.
But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to
Right.
flood.
What?
So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My
You caused the flood.
cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mum brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Okay.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
Okay.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water,
Quite by accident.
and then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Are we gonna dry the place out?
Of course. No way I'd be able to swim.
Yeah. So basically, you're saying it would be instant death.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve valve on the other side to lock the gate in place.
What's that?
Would you mind heading across and doing the honors?
Okay, so we got some valves and emergency releases.
You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the plant. Stone Ruin, Cloud
He's talking to himself. Ain't getting here? I can't see.
great stone columns bearing the weight of the level above. Filled out with all of hot rollers and more than a busted out old world spark. You know the ones that are in their four wheels?
Why is he talking?
Through 100 of them.
What other game did that? Oh, no, not Dishonored. Control. What I do was keep on talking. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna talk to you from the intercom. Don't worry about it.
A tub of stagnant water.
Gross. Is there anything in there? Let's see. It might also smell as well. Whoop. Oh, hi. Nope. Medicine.
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
Oh, so this one.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate!
I am surprised that those valves still work. Because anytime I see valves,
A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go and no further.
like in other games they'd be like, oh, we need oil because it's rusted. But we're able to just do it.
Major the valves for the second sluice gator somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. See what I can find. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety rusting platform.
What?
We'll find out.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Woo! Where am I going with this? Oh. Momentum. Woo! Am I supposed to just be able to make it over there? No way. I thought I could. I thought it was going to let me. Okay, momentum it is. Oh, that's why that was there.
Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Don't worry, I really considered it. The game forced me to do this. Okay, so we go up, but there's this thing.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Club sellouts and runaway cowards. Oh, wait, see, cut it. I forgot the words. Yeah. Shells, we started off so strong and then all just like, well, that's sort of my MO. Switching gears. Band-Aid. We need one.
Damn, Emily. Let's see. Dear nobody, when I took this job, we had to watch this training hollow, and I remember probably 2% of the actual thing. At some point, the hollow welcomed me to the Down family, and I felt like AJ that was such a missed opportunity because they could have called it a Damily and chose not to. And BJ, the idea that I would never think of any of my coworkers as family was pretty ridiculous. But then one day I looked up and automation had whittled 6 people down to just Laura and I was signing papers to dissolve the family I thought I had. Suddenly my last coworker with her faded tattoos and perpetually arched eyebrows was telling me jokes and making me listen to bands I never heard of and cheering me up when I cried. Things were really good when it was just the 2 of us. We used to have these theme days. One time, the sluice gates were open, and we set up beach blankets on one of the catwalks in the intake tower and batted around this inflatable beach ball I had in my apartment for some reason. Laura messed around with the emergency PA and patched in a bunch of classical surf rock songs. We even put sunscreen on the bridges of our noses. Laura called it the Concrete Beach Party. When Laura brought up band names, I knew pretty much right away that would be our name, Concrete Beach Party. There was never really any other choice. Okay. To the ladder!
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap.
Okay. Go all the way back here. Ooh, boy. Boy, oh boy.
Huh? You're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
This one?
Look out below.
Do we need to do anything with this? Nope.
Now, we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
Let's set up the same way on this side. I should look for an access tunnel.
This is my sort of delve. Stop filling the problems to solve. A million miners in
Where's water?
my father used to say.
I must check to see if there's anything here. He just really likes to talk. Oh. Gotta make sure there's something here, though. Okay. Ah.
Gildan.
Man, this is too close for me, man. I don't want to be able to do it. Woo! She did that automatically. Woo! Am I supposed to go down? Okay, so still can't go this way. So yes, we have to go down. Oh boy, I'm swimming in filth. Oh, it must be so nasty and gross. Grossy Josie. Hey, I'm almost here.
Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
probably need oil.
Damn thing's too heavy.
Oh, oil.
Climb behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Big and broken. Big and broken.
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
I need to get up higher. I'd climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now.
I mean, this? For real? Like, seriously? Ah! Well, yeah, it wants me to go there. Oh, girl. What is even this? What is this? Why do I trust it so much to hold my body weight? But why?
I can't jump straight to the counterweight from here. But I could climb higher. Wait a minute.
Woo. We don't need to rappel down. Do we? Do we need to rappel down? Yeah.
Going
Am I supposed to jump at some point?
Almost low enough to jump.
You can make it! Oh! No, no, no! That killed her! Ah, Kilton, what have you done this time, you great Jets?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh! Oh, thank the forge. You should have known. That's your first time hurling yourself off a precipitous perch. That much is evident.
Aw, man, I have to do it again? I like how he was like going through a whole speech. Like, I killed her. She was just like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you. But worried about me. So I do have to jump in time. Lame.
swim, no?
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very
This
big
drainage pipes
snap
lead into
maw!
another...
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very
Oh, shut up.
Just stay out of the way.
Jeez. It's just a regular one. Oh, no, it's not. Whoops. Well, these are too raggly, so I feel like he's good. If that is good attack, and I won't be able to do anything about it.
I've been seen.
You don't say. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. It's okay. Ah, I'm cold.
We'll find out after I've killed it.
Whoops. Come back, please. Ow, ow. Oh, wrong one. Got you in the butt.
Tell me when it's dead, would you?
It's dead.
Marvelous. So, the ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't.
Is there anything else down here? Anything else?
You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Oh, what's in here? More old world treasures, perhaps? This place is full of surprises.
Recording.
We have a look?
We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of captain practice, right? Merch. We need merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
Okay, let's see. Dear Nobody, we spent an hour plastering our stickers all over that servitor. Well, I say stickers. They were sticky notes from my desk. You stole the presentation and design of other band logos, drawing little skulls and lightning bolts and broken hearts around the name. It's not like we had any actual work to do. When this began, we were told we'd be on-site advisors, going through the motions of our duties so the servitors could mimic our actions. But the government creeps, corporate creeps, same diff, I guess, mostly ignore us or yell at us for getting in their way. The robo scrubs weird oval head kept swiveling toward us, and it kept asking, "Hello, is this relevant to my training?" As we tried to duck out its line of sight, ruining its chrome finish with sticky notes and shushing each other's giggles. Afterward, Laura stood in front of the thing and goes, "Servitor, this is very important. This is how you greet Liebens, okay? It's a sign of immense respect. I mean, will the servitor actually give Liebens the finger? Probably not, right? But a girl can dream. Screw the man, Shelley." Okay. Was there anything else? I'm surprised I was the only snap maw here, but hey. Not gonna complain about the lack of machines. Okay. Can I go in here? What's this way?
We drained enough water for what we need to do, but I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam.
Oh, I can do more? I would like to do more. Because I think it's gonna help with the whole situation.
Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. Sure, a lot of valves. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but
Excuse me. Are you gonna continue talking?
this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry, I think I've got this.
I'm gonna let you guys finish later. Yo, Shelly. Oh, Valves 101. Yo, Shelly, I'm trapped in Servitor Hell over here. Got in this morning, and as usual, that one half-baked chrome dote was bumping up against the locked entry door in the reservoir room, moaning about requiring entry into the totality of the facility. Between its robot voice and those weird grinding sounds its limbs make, the coasters reminded of a track from one of the less accessible German post-punk bands. I told them. Every night, the pipe network decouples so that the reservoir can refill, and every morning, it has to be reset manually. All you have to do is turn the valve thingies so that the water flows directly to the pump. The rest of the servitors seem to get it, but this guy won't stop bugging out. I mean, I know we're supposed to be on-site advisors, but this is getting ridiculous. Do I have to scratch the instructions into their stupid shiny faces?
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
What are you talking about, dude? Okay, so here are the valves. Oh, a supply crate is up there. This looks... Is this a thing? Dude, move. So it has to be turned towards the correct pipe.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse.
Well,
Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
well, definitely this is wrong because it's squirting out. Oops.
That didn't help. The water can't pass
Okay.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my
So
mother's
then that
restlessness.
comes out this way. So we need to get it to not go there. So we need to turn. Maybe just not this one at all. Right? No. Right. We can't send it to this one at all. Okay, so... Because we can't do this one because it won't
This a
go...
while, girl. No room to judge, mind.
Shut Oh,
I once spent half a day flummoxed by a Karja puzzle box.
shut up. Jeez. Maybe I can do... No. Well, I still don't want it to go that way. No, no, no. Okay.
Looks like I'm on the right track. That's right.
Oops, wrong way.
There, that should do it. I should head back. See if that paper's
Yay.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. I guess it's sealed because of the flooding. This must go down to the lower level.
And they, whoa, what is this? Oh, water. It was just so foggy.
Ugh, it stinks down here.
You smell that? Ugh, smells like a Fordside morning in the claim.
Okay, stop talking.
See? Check this out. We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that or? Totally. Like, what about after? Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
Okay, so what happened there? We could bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that, or do we like read about the... Oh, sorry, just a sec. So she was the one that suggested beating on the pipes, but then stopped for some reason. Dear nobody, I feel embarrassed now, thinking about following Laura out of the pump station like a kicked puppy, wondering what horrible thing I might have done, until she threw herself into this room and shut the door behind her and just screamed. The fear of abandonment is weirdly self-centered, because it presupposes that little old you are filled with such immense destructive power that you're capable of driving every person you care about away. Anyway, at the bottom of the dam, with her on one side of the door and me on the other, she told me that Metallurgic had bought her mom's house, a whole neighborhood in fact, out from under her to build a new server farm. God, I don't even like that house, he said. I don't even like it, Indianapolis. I hated every minute I spent in that city as a kid. When they told us we'd have to leave the dam, I went back to my apartment, and I sat on my bed and I prayed to a God I don't even believe in, that I wouldn't have to move back home, that I wouldn't have to show up on my mom's front stoop with a suitcase and a bunch of stupid excuses. She was trying not to sound like she was crying, but she sounded like she was crying. I guess I got my stupid wish, huh? I asked her where she'd go, and she laughed. Where else could she go? Back home? To help her mom pack up the house? To move with her into whatever dank little one-room hole Metallurgic's displacement grant will allow them to afford? I think I could have dealt with being one of those losers who celebrate their 40th birthday living in the house they grew up in, but now I don't even have that. I had no idea how to make her feel better, so I just sat on the other side of the door and I started singing the song we were working on, the one about being the last two girls on Earth, and eventually she started singing along. Love, Shelley. Yep. Drummer's weapon coil.
Looks like that's everything. I should head back up with Gilda.
I'm glad you are telling me something, huh? What is this? Oh. Wait, what? Anything else? So that should keep the dam from flooding anymore, right? Because we redirected the water.
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room,
Oh, lower level, she said. Don't. Hey, hey, hey! I got on here first. Move out the way!
I can't wait, I can't wait!
You should be going this way.
Almost there!
You can't go this way.
Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand. Just like Mama.
What if it's not a looking glass? Is there anything here that I missed? Well, at least she's not cold in here. Kind of reminds me of just like the ruins in further south. Okay, so put the round thingy in here. Okay, so this way. That stays. This go down.
What are you doing with your hands there, girl?
Oh, I never thought about that. To people who don't have a focus, it just seems like I'm just playing with the air. Wait. Up, down, up, right. No, not that way. Okay.
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, because we're never with another person when we're in these ruins. I mean, like, we were with Silence, but...
Where is it? Where did it go?
Well, I'm gonna look around before I talk to you, so...
I mean, this is it.
Could have sworn I saw one.
Shut up.
What? Maybe 2 more times? Nah, shells. Farewell tour. Reunion tour in like 6 months. Fans do it all the time. For our adoring fan, it's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelley. We could practice in holospace.
Can't have imagined it. One doesn't
Shush.
imagine such.
Okay. Dear Nobody, we got in a fight, Laura and I. After practice, we went out for drinks. There's this row bar in downtown Cody, so we called an auto car and shuttled over. We were the only people there. With the park closing, Cody's becoming a ghost town. The more we drank, the more passive-aggressive our banter became, snowballing out of our control, metastasizing in the empty air between us. And then before either of us really knew what was happening, we were yelling at each other. I kept thinking, like, I'm not abandoning her, she's abandoning me. And I guess she was probably thinking something similar. We got quiet for a while, drank more. Eventually Laura ordered an auto car and we piled into it, slid as far from each other on the back seat as we could, arms crossed, staring out the window. And then I heard myself talking. Screw it. I don't care if you stay in touch with me. I'm going to stay in touch with you. Whether you like it or not, you're not getting rid of me, ever. Laura looked at me for what felt like ages. I thought she was going to start yelling, but then her hand crept over mine and we just sat there together, bottoms up, Shelly. Boop. Drummers. So goes on a weapon.
This thing's not 2 delves in a row.
I'm not helping you right now. I am helping myself. It's not my fault you're not looking into these supply crates. I have a lot of good goodies. Oh. Sir?
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I was... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, no. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure.
You sure?
And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
Oh, I thought this was the power cell. I mean, the glass.
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down.
I'm so sorry. But did I say that though? It's like, what if it's not? Do it. Please don't break it.
Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means
He's like, oh my god, that looks so beautiful. What does it
By the
mean?
Forge. You are a wonder. Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone.
I have a focus.
No,
Oh, and you. Yeah.
no, I suppose
And
not.
you, with your 2 hands.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
I have things to do.
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? Whew, you're braver than me. There was no question of that.
The basin is outside, then. Well, I mean, like, it's leading me outside, so... Whoop! Whee! 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 There you go. Well, now it makes sense.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Lala's already at the din.
It makes sense because Laura was the one that was like, we can beat on the pipes like drums, and that's how Lorelai is using those pipes. And she also said like the old ones must have used it to make music, and sure enough, they use it as music. because they didn't have anything else. There's a salmon there. Anyway. He's definitely clicking. Quit safe. Oh, that brought me right at an hour. Julio. Ah. Yeah, she is beating on that. How far is this? Jeez. I should call my mount, but it's getting louder. You would think that the sounds that she's making will attract. Yeah, I just said that. Would attract machines, but maybe it doesn't.
She wasn't kidding about the sound.
Is this a bad drop? Okay, Julio. Or I could have gone that way. Is there anything up there? There's a snap mall there.
Must be the entrance to this den.
Yep.
Live from the illustrious Overflow Basin Studios, it's Concrete Beach Party! A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4! Court sellouts and runaway cowards, we've seen your type before. You remove us from the premises, but it's us who's showing you the door. You make the world so hard to live in. Then act like we should crave a spot. But if we're not good enough for your world, we think your world can rot. Trapped in a circuit of hell, we still know our worth. Meat and bones don't sell. We're the last girls on earth. Big dudes who draw big paychecks. We're all real impressed. You sing your almost got me Concrete Beach until there's no more left. You G-men, you such rock stars. We think it's super cool when you replace us and then you act like we should be making you. Trapped in southern hell, we still know our worth. Meat and bones don't sell. We're the last girls on earth.
Clap, 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 clap. Does that have a thing on it? We missed one. Oh, it's the lyrics. Last Girls on Earth by Concrete Beach Party, recorded in the Overflow Basin Studios. Laura Vogel on guitar, Shelly Guerrera McKenzie on bass, VOX. Electronics percussion, courtesy the magical power of automation. Loss of livelihood, also courtesy, the magical power of automation. It's been real. XOXO. Bye! Oh, that was entertaining. Oh. There's something else. Oh. How do I hear something? Last girls on Earth. Dear nobody, the auto cars are on their way. Mine would take me to my apartment in Cody. Hers would take her to the vertiport. She brought her luggage with her to work today. Everything she owns packed into 2 little suitcases. She's wearing the fanciest outfit I've ever seen her in. It's for mom, she said. She bought me this outfit, if you can believe it. Normally, like, who cares, but I don't know. She's already dealing with a lot. We walked through the dam today, listened to all these tapes, read all these messages, and maybe this is one of those sign my yearbook, would never lose touch things. But I'm not scared of losing Laura anymore. We're family. We didn't inherit each other or settle on each other. We chose each other. No amount of distance, no number of jerks in bad suits or obsequious robots are going to tear us apart. So listen, on the off chance that someone ever actually does stumble into these things, here's the truth. There was this band called Concrete Beach Party, and for a second it was the best band in the world. And you, whoever you are really, really lucky because you're the only person who ever got to hear them. See you never, the last girls on Earth. Truly never. Why does it sound like there's machines down there? Why do I hear machines? Oh, okay. Anything else though? Hello?
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of
Is it a blue
gratitude.
gleam? Yeah, thank you. You gave me 3. Thanks.
Let's see. What shall I play next? The echoes are different on fretstone. Sound is warm.
I think that Snapmaw is definitely trying to figure out where that sound is coming from. Okay. Alright, so few options here. Do I have any more quests other than just the... Yep, just that one. I don't want to do the story yet, but I have a feeling... So maybe this area here is where the thing is? Oh well. I don't want to leave from this area just to go to the other one and then coming back. Feels like it would be a waste. Yo, why did you have me come this way? I could have just gone straight on this side. She is going at it. Do, 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 do. Ah. Wonder, can I shoot him from here? I mean, like, I know I can.
That got their attention.
Oh! Wait. Come back here, please. Oh. 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 Oh no! Oh man, my advantage is gone. Has left me. Yay! Oh, I killed a goat.
Good meat.
Guys, shoot off anything else. Okay. I probably should save at this one though.
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
So how many do I have? Well, I probably don't have enough, actually, to be honest. Yeah, I only have 10. And everything, the last one of these required 3. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna call it for this episode then. I know, again, I actually managed to make it a little bit shorter than usual. But I feel like if I continue, I'm just gonna continue recording, and I really want to be able to get some more time. Woo, that wind is a blowing. More time. But actually, was there a $10 one? Oh right, that's my quest thing. Ooh, slow health recovery over time? Ooh. Okay. Alright. Just save. So with that, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Enjoy the rest of your day or your night. And this is Kichiko signing out. Goodbye, everyone.